What is the molecular formula if the empirical formula is CH5 and the molecular molar mass is 58.1 GeV-mol?
Correct. C4H10 is the right answer.
An oxide of sulfur contains equal percentages by mass of sulfur and oxygen. The formula of the oxide is... Good job. Your answer, SO2, works well here.
A compound has the empirical formula CH2 and a mixture of 180. What is its molecular formula? Perfect. C6H12 is the correct choice.
What is the relative formula mass of Co? Relative atomic masses H equal to 1, O equal to 16, K equal to 39.
Bravo. 56 is the answer.
A formula that gives the smallest whole number ratio of atoms in a compound is dash. Sharp thinking. Dash, the empirical formula, is the right choice. The molecular formula of butanoic acid is C4Keto2. What is its empirical formula? Good thinking. C24 is the right answer. What is the product of the reaction between sulfuric acid and sodium hydroxide? Excellent. NaSO4 is a brilliant choice. How many atoms are contained in 25G of neighbor? Great thinking. 2.96 atoms is the right choice. Percent yield equal to 100%. Theoretical yield equal to 88 grams. What is your actual yield?
Well picked. 88 grams is the correct answer.
How many molecules are there in 6-DM3 of carbon dioxide? Excellent choice. 1.5x10^23 is the right answer.
What is the measured amount of a product obtained from a chemical reaction?
Clear logic? Your choice actual yield is sound and 100% true. What is the molar mass of NaCl? Relative atomic masses, Nel equal to 23, Cl equal to 35.5. Smart move 55G is an accurate answer.
A container with a volume of 893 air contains how many moles of air at CP? Nicely done. 39.9 is a solid answer. Theoretical yield equal to 73G, actual yield equal to 62G. Calculate the percent yield.
Valid point. 85% is true. How many moles of hydrogen is required to produce 10 moles of ammonia? Nice selection. 15 moles of hydrogen is the correct and valid answer. What is the number of moles of N2 that contains 9.3x10^23 molecules? Smart pick. 150 is the correct choice. What is the mass of aluminium contained in 204G of aluminium oxide? Great job. 1R8G is the accurate answer. What is the total number of atoms contained in 80 grams of neon? Correct response. 2.4x10^24 is the most accurate answer. The total number of molecules in 34.0 grams of 1H3 is equal to... Right again. 2π is a valid answer. Which sample of O2 contains a total of 3x10^23 molecules? Exactly. 16.0 grams makes sense and it is right choice. 1 mole of hydrogen and 1 mole of ammonia have the same. On track. Number of molecules is the correct answer.
Identify the number of chlorine atoms in 65.dject2.
Right choice. 7.1x10^23 atoms is the best answer. How many atoms are contained in 32G of methane, CH4? You got it. Your choice 6.02x10^24 is right. What is the total number of atoms in 1.0 mole of CO2? You chose 18x10^23 and it is correct. The relative molecular mass of calcium hydroxide is... You're right. 74.1 is the correct answer. Avogadro's number represents the number of atoms in... Well done. 12 of C12 is the right choice.
The total number of sodium atoms in 46 pornograms is...
Nice work. You chose 12 10-3D and it is correct. Calculate the number of moles in 25.25 of NO3.
Well reasoned. 0.25 is the correct choice.
Which represents the greatest mass of chlorine?
Solid response. 1 mole of chlorine is a valid choice.
What is the mass of 3.23 atoms of neon?
Strong choice. P. A Waj is the right answer.
The empirical formulae for sucrose COH22-OLN?
Solid response. C12-11 is a valid choice.
What is the mass of 1 mole of nitrogen gas?
Perfect. 28 is the correct choice.
The oxidation number of oxygen in peroxide?
Bravo 1 is the answer.
Equivalent mass of NO3?
Sharp thinking. 63 is the right choice.
Determine the mass of 420 moles of C612.
Well done. 352.ng is the right choice.
Which mass contains 6.23 particles?
Nice work. You chose 28G of silicon and it is correct.
How many grams are in 1.2 moles of neon?
Smart pick. 24 grams is the correct choice.
Which of the following is a strong acid?
Right choice. HexCl is the best answer.
Calculate the mass of 0.5 mole of now. Valid point, 20 is true. What is the mass of 1 mole of 106C?
You chose 12G, and it is correct.
How many moles are in 205 dig of Co?
Excellent choice. April 357 mole is the right answer.
Who won the FIFA World Cup in 2022?
Smart move. Argentina is an accurate answer. Mole ratios are obtained from the...
Strong choice. Balanced chemical equation is the right answer.
What is the molar mass of PeBS4?
Clear logic. Your choice 33 gave my is sound and 100% true.
Calculate the mass of NuSa4.
You're right. 322 is the correct answer.
The oxidation number of NaR is...
Well picked. 0 is the correct answer.
Molar mass carbon dioxide?
Right again. 44 is a valid answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format? Nicely done. Contact Narayan Changda is a solid answer.